Just wanted to come in and tell y'all, wow, I slept last night. I guess 45, your president, sent some missiles to Syria. I don't know, y'all. I said I didn't want to talk about this man no more because it just frustrates me, you know, all the stuff that's going on. But I was just watching the news this morning, and I don't know, y'all. I think this might be a smokescreen. So last night, I went to bed quite early. I guess I just was exhausted and I fell asleep. So I missed all of this. Now, you know how you wake up in the middle of the night and you have your television on and you hear a little bit about it and you're like, oh my God, what's going on now? So I kind of found out about 4 o'clock in the morning what he had done, but I fell back to sleep. I only found out because my television was on and I could hear it when I woke up. So, what I'm understanding is he was upset after he watched, all those babies, you know, just being carried away and holes down and, you know, trying to breathe, fighting to breathe, and then eventually dying. And that touched him. I don't know, y'all. This seems phony because aren't these the same people that tried to get political asylum here, and this is the group of people that he banned. You know, aren't they part of those people that were banned in that Muslim ban? So now you feel sorry for them? I don't get this, y'all. All the stuff that's going on in America right now, isn't it confusing? Isn't it crazy and a little bit too much too fast? Because let's face it, Donald Trump has only been in office, what, about 70, 75 days or something, since, January 21st or so. And, you get all these investigations with Russia and all this stuff going on with Putin. Now, just the brief stuff that I've been watching this morning, just, trying to understand what happened last night. It almost seems like to me that this was a smokescreen to divert us away from all of this talk about Russia, because some of the stuff I'm reading is saying that it seemed like the target, the people that Trump dropped these bombs on, knew that the bombs were coming and were able to get out. Now they did say that I guess he got some of their equipment and some other things, but this almost seems like it was coordinated with Putin. Like maybe Donald Trump called him and was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to do something, so I'm gonna be dropping some bombs around 9 o'clock. Y'all get y'all shit out. Leave a couple tanks and equipment around so these 59 Tomahawk missiles can hit something." So he sends his little missiles over there. They hit a target. Now I think what I heard is that it did kill maybe 8 people, what he did last night. But I'm wondering, is it something was this something that America needed to do? Or was this something that 45, and that's what I call Trump 45 because I don't want to call him president. Is this something that he did to show his might in the world? Because that first thing he did where that soldier was killed, that was failed. That was a failed mission. So now we got him sending, bombs to Syria. And it doesn't seem like we should be involved in this. I just don't know, y'all, because Donald Trump, when President Obama wanted to go in and do some things with Syria, Donald Trump was the main person tweeting, "Stay out of Syria. It's not our business." constantly. And I believe that back then when President Obama wanted to go into Syria, they had, you know, sprayed those people with some type of chemical agent back then too. And that's why I believe President Obama wanted to go in. Now, President Obama went to Congress to try to get permission to do it, something that Donald Trump didn't do last night. And Congress told President Obama no. So last night, from what I'm understanding, Donald Trump told a few people, but he didn't, get the proper permission to do this. So I don't know, y'all. It's just so much going on. And you know how you're just an average citizen and you're trying to understand everything that's going on? I told y'all in several videos, I'm learning as I'm watching the news. And it's so much so fast that you're trying to play catch up. First of all, you don't know what the hell is going on, you know. And secondly, by you not knowing what's going on, you're learning as you're watching television. And what I can say is all of this is just scary. Um, you know, his this man's ego and his rash decisions can really get us messed up. And then the fact that he's doing all this outside of the White House. Like the White House has a situation room that they go in and they sit down and they, thoroughly think through these maneuvers and plan out strategies. If this doesn't happen, then we'll do this. If this messes up, we'll do that. And there are people surrounding the president helping him make those decisions because, ultimately they're sending our sons and daughters into harm's way. Right now, my daughter's boyfriend is in the military and he is deployed and he is over in that region. And it just makes you worry about these kids, these young men and women who are out there, trying to protect America, but we got a president whose message is confusing. Even the people that surround him have no idea what his plan is to keep America straight. Because basically, when they come in, they have a mission and they sit down and they say, well, this is what my vision is to keep us safe. And then they plan out a strategy. They get everybody on board, get everything coordinated. But you got so much chaos in the White House right now that I think the people that carry out the president's orders are confused. They don't know what these ties to Russia are. They don't know what it would mean to them as military personnel fighting for our country. Because isn't Putin involved in that mess over in Syria? You know, didn't after we strike Syria, Putin said that they felt like this was an aggressive move on the part of the United States, and that they sent us some type of warning. See, y'all, I don't know. This is just all confusing. And when I do these videos, I do them as a way to talk it out myself and understand what's going on. Because look, I got nephews and little cousins that are at that age that, if something broke out in America and, they instituted a draft or something, because we don't have, a lot of people running to join the military. So we would need a strong military. And the only way to get that, especially with the declining numbers in the military, is to do a draft, you know? And you're taking young men and women away from their families, going to fight, in other countries on a mission that nobody knows what's really going on. You know, this president doesn't listen to, the people that are in Washington that have more experience, because he clearly doesn't have any experience, but he doesn't listen to them. He's too impulsive. And then all of this stuff that he has his son-in-law involved in. That 36-year-old man does not understand, you know, the complexities of the world and how America fits into it. I saw this one general that said that when you go over there and you're dealing with other countries, you have to know the nuances and the little subtle things that could trigger a negative reaction to America. Like if he goes over there, and I'm speaking of Trump's son-in-law, and says or does something that those people feel it is disrespectful to them, then it would put us in a bad light. And this 36-year-old man does not know or understand, like I said, all the complexities of dealing with another country on the world stage. But they do have people that have been around, years, that have been dealing with these other countries, and they truly understand, and Donald Trump is shutting them out. See, that's why I said I don't get all this stuff, y'all. It's just completely crazy. To go to bed and, everything is okay, and then to roll over in the morning and hear that United States has, sent missiles to Syria, and I was wondering, I said, well, those people are already suffering enough. When we sent these missiles over there, did we get any civilians? Because, y'all, those people have gone through a lot. When I was sitting watching the other day, them hosing down, babies, and the babies were limp, and, adults that were just sprawled out on the street, and, that one man that lost his twins and 21 members of his family, and then they showed a young boy that was about 12 or 13 talking about, you know, what he saw and, what happened there, and his loss of all of his family members. Y'all, it breaks your heart. And it makes you see that right now the world is in turmoil. And in the past, you know, a lot of the world you look to the United States for guidance. But right now, there's so much inner turmoil in the United States that people in the world are afraid. It's like the world order is in chaos now. There's no rhyme or reason. Donald Trump is attacking allies of ours. He's, attacked NATO, and y'all, it's too much. And like I said, I don't understand myself all the complexities and nuances, and NATO, and if we don't go to the NATO meeting, or if we don't go to these things, how it affects us as Americans. Because let's face it, Donald Trump represents us in the world. And the world has got to be looking at him like, and us as Americans, like, what the hell is going on in America? I don't know, y'all. I just wanted to come in for a couple of minutes and just figure out what happened last night, y'all. If any of y'all have any information, or you can shed some light on it and help me clear up in my head what happened and what this means for America, put it down in the comments, child, because looks like we're in trouble fucking with this fool that we got in the White House. And with that, y'all try to have a good day. Stay safe out there. And as always, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.